Hey guys, it's Saturday evening here in the Philippines, and you know what time it is. It's time for us to do our free-for-all weekend video, just where anything goes on the weekend. And this video I'm kind of hyped about because it is the unboxing of almost every single 66 Supernova released by Hot Wheels to date. The only one I'm missing is the first variant of the Black Chrome Rail Riders released from 2012. That one I have, but it's in the States and I don't have access to it right now, but all the other ones I do. I've been kind of planning this video for almost 2 months because I bought the Tootsie Roll'r, and one of my friends that sells stuff here that actually lives in the States shipped it here for me. And anyways, it finally arrived and I got it here. He's right here in the box, ready to be opened in front of the YouTube world. So, anyways, there's a couple of variations actually out there. One of the Team Transporter and one of the Texas Collectors Nationals. And I will go over those with you guys while I'm unboxing. But I don't have both variants of these two cars, just one. And I really am not much in the variations unless it's like really, really cool and it really stands out, I guess you could say. The one from Texas I may eventually pick up because it is kind of a very notable, easy to tell variant. The Team Transporter, on the other hand, is not really that notable for me. Anyways, I don't really see it. But anyways, since I'm on that one, let's start with this one. And actually, here he is packaged up. I have two of these, actually. One I had unboxed earlier and gave my friend the Transporter. He wanted a retro rig for a custom, and I just wanted a loose Nova for my collection. So anyways, we split the difference on the price, and then I took the Nova, he took the rig. I do keep a lot of these in pairs, like meaning I buy two of each because some of them I really love the card art. As you can see, the card art on some of these is very, very beautiful. So this one I'm not going to be opening, but I have the loose Nova, so I don't have to open it. As you guys had seen this in my Gasser challenge video. And that's the only reason I wanted to open this anyways, is to get the Nova out, because we want to loose all the Novas so we can take a group family picture of all of them for Instagram. So anyways, I will tell you about the variant on this one. If you guys seen Mike Zarnock's video about Team Transporters he did a month or two back, he tells us about all the variants, and this was one I wasn't really aware of until he pointed it out. But there's actually two paint variations. One is a very dull, flat black, like black primer. Then there's a semi-gloss black. And to be honest with you guys, I don't really see it, like, even in his video. And, like, these two are the same, I take it. I don't see any difference. I don't think one is duller than the other, but like a matte black, flat black is pretty much the same to me, unless it's like a black primer. Then maybe I could see the difference. So maybe that's what the variant is. I haven't seen one in person. The only variants that I've seen in person that I have actually are the Will variants on the Mercedes 190E and the Fairlady Z. But this black paint variant is not so notable. I figured when he pointed out the Nova, it was going to be a roll cage variant, because that is the variant on the Texas Nova. So let's go ahead and get him out, and I'll take you guys through the details about that one. So here's our first one, the black hole from the Car Culture Team Transporter set. So next one is the 18th Annual Collectors Nationals from Texas, Dallas, Texas to be exact, of the Copperhead. And as you can see, this guy has no cage. And the cage is very easy to see. That's why I said this one is more noticeable. So this one I may pick up eventually, the one with the cage. But that's the only two variations that I know to exist of the 66 Supernova. They're releasing a box set of the Black Hole, but it uses the same car, the same Nova, and the same retro rig. The only thing is this box set has a Mercury Comet and has a 55 Chevy gasser in it. And it's just a Black Hole gasser team set, something like that. So it will be the same car once again. So that's really not another variant of the Nova coming out. So that's one. I know some people are telling me there's another variant coming up, but it's not. Unless they change up the wheels or something like that, it's the exact same car. And it still will be the exact same car, just a wheel variation maybe. But I don't see them switching up the wheels. So let's get the Copperhead out, because this thing has some awesome paint on it that I've really been wanting to see and actually touch it, because the paint actually looks like three-dimensional, so it's a very cool paint job on this car. And I think it's like textured, so you can actually feel the 3D in the paint. So here he is, the Copperhead, and it's got that Spectraflame chrome copper paint, which is awesome. But the roof is what is amazing. They did it to kind of look like snakeskin, like the scales of a snakeskin, and you can actually feel that. It's actually really cool. It's kind of reminds me of like one of those gold leaf type of paint jobs, but this one is, I guess, like copper leaf. I don't know what to call it, but yeah, it's actually, I think, just a tampo or some kind of wrap on the roof, but it's very cool. As I said, you can feel it. It actually feels like snakeskin, and it's just very beautiful. It looks like a shiny new penny. So this is a very cool car out of the package. And because it's a convention car, they did an amazing job with like tail light detail, parachutes painted, all the co-sponsor decals. And I know a lot of guys buy these variants because they're Moon Eyes collectors, because most of the Supernovas have the Moon Eyes decal on the lower fender. Nicely detailed headlights and grille. Even the little moon gas tank has the straps painted red to kind of distinguish, and the belts painted black on the blower motor. All inside the engine bay is painted black, so very nicely done for this convention piece. I would have rather had the one with the cage, but this is the variant that I got, so no big deal. Let's bring back up the Team Transporter one just to kind of point out some things. It's also has very nicely detailed tail panel, tail lights, all the decals on the back. And the only thing that's lacking is like grille detail, but it does have like the headlights crossed out, like, and then has the gas tank strip. So actually, for just a regular retail type of like car culture thing, this is very nicely done, because something equivalent to the detail on this from RLC cost you like 20 or 30 bucks, and this one was only 12 bucks with the transporter. Actually, I paid a little more because of the Philippine prices are a little bit steeper. I think I paid like 20 bucks for my transporter, but hey, it's worth it to me because, as I said, this is my favorite Hot Wheels casting by far. I really do love this car. So the next one we're going to do is the Rewards car. This is the second variant ever released of this car. And I don't know why it took them so long to release a second variant of this car, because this car is amazing. As I said, in 2012, it could have been 13, the Real Riders. One came out in the black chrome, and then they released it again as a Rewards car for 2014, but they had like problems with the paint and stuff, so we didn't actually see this car until 2016. So really like this car a lot. I'd like just the plain blue with the white top. Very nicely done. So let's get him out and take a look at him. And sometimes like the stock paint jobs on these gassers look pretty cool too, but with the like, I don't know, as you could say, like the retro 70s style paint jobs. That's kind of a nice look with these cars too, but sometimes just the stock paint jobs with the straight axle and the big blower motor looks really cool too. So let me get him out so you guys can get a better look at him. And these Spectraflame paints are just amazing. They're just like chrome paint, basically. They look like my M2 Chrome Super Chase cars, but with a color tint to them. So very beautiful blue. As you can see, like you can see me and the camera and the deck lid of this car. So they did an amazing job on this paint. And this one, yeah, it does have Hoosiers. And as you can see, they kind of mix it up sometimes. The tires, like Goodyears on the Copperhead and Hoosiers on the Rewards car. And these Rewards cards, actually, you would get for free if you buy so many cars during the year. And then at the end of the year, you get all these points racked up and they will send you cars for free. And this is cool because you can see the Super Sport emblem on the quarter panel. And this is one that doesn't have the Moon Eyes logo on the lower fender, but this one's done to kind of look like a stock Nova. Even the Chevy 2 with the stainless trim and the indentation on the deck lid. Very cool. So this is made to look like a pretty much stock Nova turned gasser. Something like that Nicky Gasser company would do. They took a really clean 56 Nomad I seen that was like turquoise and white. It was bone stock and then they turned it into a gasser, but they left that stock appearing paint and interior, but straight axle with the little skinnies in the front, blower motor sticking out. Looked really good. That's what this car reminds me of, something that the Nicky Gasser company would build. So, next on the agenda, the Dragstrip Demons. And this one I do like, I just don't like the front wheel choice. Don't know why they put these wheels on the front. They just look odd on this car. They look good on the 55 Chevy Gasser. They look good on like the Comet, but even the Comet they used a smaller diameter. The 55 Chevy Gasser, I guess because it's bigger and the wheel opening's bigger, these wheels look suiting on it, but on this car, not so much. So let's get him out and I'll give you a closer look at him, and that way you can see what I'm talking about, because in the package you can't really see too well. So here he is. This is another retail release. There's only been the 2 retail releases, the Black Hole, Team Transporter, and this guy. This is actually the first retail release here. And it's not bad. It's just, I guess, because of the reversed offset of the wheels and the diameter, they just don't look right on the car compared to like the little skinny 5 spokes. It's just not suiting to this vehicle, as you can see with both of them next to each other here. I wish I could get it to focus a little better, but there we go. So as you can see, these look much more fitting on the Nova, but still yet not bad. It looks pretty good. Nice tail light detail. Parachute could have been detailed a little better, but hey, no big deal. As I said, retail release, so no biggie. Then this is actually from the 50-year anniversary, and you can see it's got a 50 on the back of it, which signifies 2018 from 1968. Larry Wood's name on the door, pretty cool. Never didn't notice these features before when it was in the package. Another 50 on the B pillar. Lacking front end detail though. It may have some kind of tampo in the headlights. Yeah, I think it does. But very vague. You can't really see what they were trying to get across there. I don't know if it was supposed to look like an eyeball or if that's like a smiley face or what it is. But anyways, lacking some detail on the front. All the other variants they did pretty good with though. But hey, still very cool. The blue is nice too, the deep metallic dark blue. Kind of like a sapphire blue. Pretty cool. So, next one I'm going to open is actually my favorite card, actually, because this reminds me of the Candy Striper 55 Gasser, and I think that's where this art came from, or the I guess you could say the idea for this card art came from the Candy Striper, and you could see the influence of it because same type of picture, and it kind of reminds me of like a Rat Fink style paint. This card actually came off the card already once before. The glue for this didn't stick really well on this. That's why you could see like all these light spots. The glue just kind of came undone, and the car was loose in the Protecto pack. So this car has actually been taped back on the package. Once again, he's got the Moon Eyes logo there too. And let's get him out and take a better look at him. And this one, as I said, it's kind of easy to open because it's already kind of fell off the card once before. So here he is. This purple, once again, is just like a chrome, the Spectra Flame. As you can see, once again, it's like a mirror. Very beautiful. Love this purple. All the sponsors on the quarter panel. As you can see, owner, once again, Larry Wood. And this was a selections car. This is where people vote to have like whatever casting they want to win and be offered up later in the year. And this was a perfect choice. So another beautiful one here. And on these RLC cars, what's cool, they paint the belts and the blower engine black. The radiator cap is red. And then I think the other ones had the headlight and grille tampos except for the Dragstrip Demons. And this is another one that didn't have the Moon Eyes logo. So, well, 3 of the 6 so far have the Moon Eyes logo. Let me move Christine over here with the other beaters so we can get these guys lined up a little better. And I'll just put the Copperhead there. And as you can see, there's Larry Wood back there. To kind of help with the theme of these Larry Wood Supernovas. So, last but definitely not least, one that I was waiting for almost 2 months to get to do this video. The Tootsie Roll'r 66 Supernova. So let's get him out, and for you guys that haven't seen this car before, which I think most of you probably have that are diecast fans, so the Gasser fans out there watching this video, where I've shared in some of the FB Gasser groups, you may have not seen this because maybe you don't collect the diecast, but this is really cool. It's like a giant Tootsie Roll, the way they package this, so it's very, very cool. Much different than your typical blister packs like all these other guys. Hot Wheels kind of switched it up over the past year or so with the packaging. They've went with a lot of RLC cars in boxes, display cases, and certain themed things. And this unrolls just like a real Tootsie Roll, so it's pretty cool. And there he is. And it does look like a big Tootsie Roll. This is cool, and I do really like it, and it's I don't know, like these paint jobs down here I actually am a bigger fan of, but this is still cool, don't get me wrong. And anyways, all these cars are numbered. I forgot to show you guys on the other cars, but I think they're high numbers. This is actually a low number, 978 of the 12,500. I mean, it's still high number, but it's less than 1,000, so not too bad. Let's get him out and get a better look at him. And this is kind of cool because you don't have to really worry about like rolling the card or something like that. When you open these containers, they just have like little stickers, as you can see here, holding it shut, and then the end, I guess, just pulls off. Yeah, pulls off just like that, and then the car will just kind of slide out. So yeah, very easy to get out, and you don't have to worry about destroying the package. So very good idea from Hot Wheels. And the brown, once again, just like a big brown chrome car. So it's very cool. Paint job looks just like a Tootsie Roll with the white bottom and little red pinstripe to like signify the ends of the package, and then this would be the center of the package. The motor on this one is really detailed out. Very nice with the orange valve covers on the big block Chevy. Black belt, and then the silver radiator with the red cap. So yeah, they really detailed this engine out on this car. The nicest, I would say, engine so far on the Supernovas. Interior's kind of cool too. It's got a white cage with the red interior. Very cool. This has the Moon Eyes emblem too up here, but in a different location on the front part of the fender. So a little different. And then it also on the back tail panel looks like a Tootsie Roll the way it's made. It says Tootsie Roll and the location of Tootsie Roll Company, Chicago, USA. Pretty cool. Orange parachute and chromed out bumpers. The chassis on this is really nice. It's chrome compared to like the other ones. Oh, these are chrome too. I actually never really looked at the bases of these. This is just more, I guess, of like a black chrome kind of look on the purple one, and then this is more of a like mirror finish chrome. So yeah, all the RLC and stuff has the chrome. This is more of like a, I guess you could say, rough kind of textured chrome. It's not finished so well like this one. This is actually the nicest finish of all the bases. But anyways, this is it. This is the one I waited 2 months to get. So there we go. There's just one variant missing of the Tootsie Roll'r, or I mean of the 66 Nova, Supernova. So just that RLC Real Riders, the first variant, and that would complete it. There's 7 variants out there. 9 if you want to include like the variation with the cage and the variation that is like a very dull flat black. But just different models. There are 7 different models, and then 2 of these models have these variants. So 7 different models, 9 variations, I guess you could say, so far. I look for them to release this car a lot more because of the fact that it's just very, very hot. Everybody likes it. Gassers are in now, especially with Hot Wheel collectors, and this is my favorite one. I like this better than the 55 Chevy, but that's my opinion, just because I think it looks more realistic than the 55 Chevy. The 55 Chevy's nice, but I think this is slightly nicer. So hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will go ahead and do the German car video on Monday. Like I was saying, this weekend I was going to do the German car video if we didn't get the Tootsie Roll'r. Well, since we got it, we did the Gasser video. So Monday we'll do the German car video, which is going to be a combination of predominantly Porsches from Hot Wheels, and one from Schuco, but it will also have a guest appearance of a BMW from Mini GT. So we'll take a look at those guys on Monday. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please remember to do so. Please give me the thumbs up and share the video. And then if you do subscribe, please remember to turn on your notifications, because we have a regular routine of 3 weekly scheduled programs, so make sure you stay tuned. Always something interesting on my channel. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for your support. And stay safe, and I will see you on Monday. Have a happy 4th of July, everyone.